You need to know the 5 keys to success in defense UAS. Hey, I'm Baz, and this is my series, the UAS Executive, where I take my 25 years of experience in aviation and UAS, and I give it to you in less than 7 minutes. I'm doing multiple videos a week, so let's get into it. DOW is very, very simple to get into and understand. A lot of people are confused on how to be successful in defense, but I'm going to break it down for you right now. First of all, who you know. It is not what you know, but who you know. That is a really big portion of defense, contracting, period. Nobody cares what you know. It is just who you're friends with. And they'll put you in contact with someone else to get it going. Teaming. You do not have the greatest drone ever to fly. I promise you, everybody has the exact same shit. It is not a spaceship. It is a quadcopter, and this really goes for fixed wing as well. But quadcopters, guess what? It's like a helicopter. It's trying to beat itself into the sky. The aerodynamics is basically the smallest portion of it. Teaming up with other companies, especially small companies, what really matters is you guys teaming up to go against the big defense contractors, or you're going to lose. Team up with them, because the only thing that matters when you go after these drones is what's inside. What are the software? What are the widgets, the AI? What are the add-ons? That is what defines you going ahead of the big, big corporations. Network, massive. If you are in somewhere crazy that's not around a defense-oriented town, you need to get to every single networking event there is. Quad A, AUSA, there's Cribbins, there's ones for Navy, Air Force, whatever your target customer is, that's where you need to be. And you need to be handing out business cards. You need to be talking to everybody. You need to talk to the government people, not just the ones in uniform, but really the PEO people, and follow up with them. Follow up with them every like 2 weeks. And you don't have to be like, oh, we made this new thing. Do you want to buy it? No. Hey, how's life going? Oh, you spent the vacation for the 4th going to Smith Lake. Cool. That's awesome. I hope you and the family had a good time. Keep networking. Keep growing. Go to the golf tournaments. Do all this stuff. You got to do it. Location, massive, 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 massive. Let's say your customer is U.S. Army. You're going after one-way kamikaze drones. Well, guess what? If you're not paying tens to $20,000 every month to lobbyists in DC, well, then you either need to be in DC or you need to be in Huntsville, Alabama. More than 90% of the U.S. Army's budget is spent in Huntsville. Location is key. You need to be there in front of them all the time. And the biggest one is define. And what I mean by define is you see big contracts come out, big defense contractors. They win all these big contracts. An example is DIU. When you see like a container that launches drones. That's crazy because the companies that won it, they were already releasing before that contract was even announced, the day or two before, of their concepts already out there. And it's because they are defining what is going to be in that contract. Do not sit here in your brain and be like, oh my goodness, every warfighter needs this drone and it's going to sell. They do not care. They go to what is defined in the contract, what they'll go to, and what they'll purchase for the warfighter. Those attributes that they define, the big corporations are already ahead of you because they've made something and they don't care basically what it's for the warfighter. They've already made this or they upgraded a little bit. They don't go to the warfighter and get them. They go to the PEO people that actually make the contracts and they lobby them of what needs to be defined coming up in the next contract. And then you'll see, and I had a mentor tell me this years ago. We were talking about this drone. Oh, this is perfect. This is what they need. And he asked me, and he was like, what are the definitions that you made this to? What contract requirements? What are the main requirements that you made this to? And I'm like, There are none. We're ahead of the power curve. This is what the customer needs. And he chuckled and he's like, you're never going to win. Stop it. Throw it away. Why? Oh, because you didn't make that to requirements. And to make sure the requirements fit what you made, you have to go lobby the government contract or the government workers and the PEO people to say, this is really what the warfighter needs. I've seen companies, and I actually got this story from this mentor where he sat there and he's like, there was products that were far, far better than other products that are out there when he was signing contracts. But they would like just come underneath the bar. Let's say there was 5 areas critiquing, and they far exceeded in 4 out of the 5. And the 5th one, they were just underneath the threshold. And then the company that actually got the contract, they met exactly the requirement on all 5 and they got the contract. Even though this other one over here is far superior, it had add-on shit that they didn't even ask for. There's going to be way better than Warfighter. Doesn't matter. Only to the requirements. So if you want to get ahead of people, get in there, get in good with those PEO people. Once again, location, network, teaming, and who you know, and define the requirements. That's how you're going to be successful in Department of War, UAS. Hey, I'm Baz. We're doing our series, the UAS Executive. Please subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you want me to cover when it comes to UAS. I take it from an executive and leadership and business development, helping you grow either your manufacturing, your services company for the UAS and aviation. So let me know, and I'll see you at the top.